First Europeans to settle in New Hampshire were English fishermen. They created a colony right here on Odeon's Point in Rye. Their leader was a talented explorer and seaman, a guy named David Thompson. His settlement was founded to catch and salt fish for the markets in England. They called their settlement Panaway. It lasted only 2.5 years. Fishing was good, but not lucrative enough to satisfy the people who put the finances up. So Thompson left New Hampshire to try his luck in Boston. Some of the settlers from Panaway went with him to Massachusetts. Others built their lives here in the Great Bay Area. The Council for New England, who had granted David Thompson rights to Odeon's Point, now granted him an island in Boston Harbor, which is to this day called Thompson's Island. He also helped his friend Samuel Maverick build a second house of his own on nearby Noddle's Island, which is nowadays where Logan Airport is. Samuel Maverick was a confirmed bachelor, history tells us. He also had a home in Chelsea. There was no Boston in 1627. There was only one man that resided in the area, William Blackstone, an Anglican priest. He was all alone, so Boston had a population of 1. Boston would not be settled for another 3 years when John Winthrop would arrive with a group of pilgrims of his own. But before that time, David Thompson was dead. Nobody knows how he died, disease, accident, murder even. Speculated, but just months after leaving Panaway, he was dead. Left his wife, Amias, and an infant son. Amias moved into Samuel Maverick's fortified blockhouse over in Chelsea, the first house. And then she married him. And Sam and Amias, they moved to the house on Noddle's Island. And that's it. That's how it all ended. The infant son, they named him John, went on to become a fisherman like his father, one of the founders of Mendon, Massachusetts. He was, it seems, also the first European child ever born in New Hampshire. You got it.